today we are going to study about the proportional controller. So already we have discussed how many types of controllers are there. So the proportional controller is nothing but it is the forward path controller. That means this controller is added in the forward path of the control system. So let me take unity negative feedback system. Let me take the unity negative feedback system. So it is having the planned transfer function g of s and input signal is r of s, output signal is c of s, and unity negative feedback means the h of s value is 1. So this is the unity negative feedback system. This is the forward path of the control system. So in forward path, if you add any controller, this controller may be proportional controller, this controller may be proportional derivative controller, this controller may be proportional integral controller, this controller may be proportional integral derivative controller. So let me discuss one by one. So first we will discuss the proportional controller. For example, if GC of S is the controller transfer function, so the output of the controller is some U of S, the input of the controller is error signal, the input to the controller is error signal, the output to the controller is the actuating signal, that is U of S. So if I write the transfer function of this controller, if I write the transfer function of the controller, the transfer function is nothing but the ratio of output to the input. For GC of S, the output is U of S and the input is E of S. Output is U of S and the input is E of S. So this is the transfer function of the controller, any controller. So specifically we are going for the proportional controller. Proportional controller. In proportional controller, the actuating signal for control action is proportional to the error signal. The actuating signal U of S is proportional to the error signal. In proportional controller, the actuating signal U of S is proportional to the error signal. Proportional controller, the actuating signal U of S is proportional to the E of S. So if I remove the proportionality, then U of S becomes Kp into E of S. I am removing the proportionality symbol and I am replacing with some constant. That constant is Kp, where Kp indicates the gain of the proportional controller. Where Kp indicates the gain of the proportional controller. And U of S by E of S becomes Kp. So what is U of S by E of S? U of S by E of S is nothing but the controller transfer function. So in the proportional controller, the controller transfer function is nothing but Kp. So I am redrawing the above circuit, the above diagram, by replacing GC of S with Kp. So input to the controller is the error signal and the controller transfer function, that is U of S by E of S value is Kp. Output to the controller is actuating signal, that is U of S, and we are having the planned transfer function G of S. Output is C of S. Unity feedback path, that's why H of S value is 1. So if you observe, the normal negative feedback system and with the addition of proportional controller negative feedback system, here the gain Kp is added in the forward path. The gain Kp is added in the forward path. That means the overall forward path gain becomes Kp into G of s. If you don't have this controller, the gain is G of s only. If you have this controller, the overall gain will be increased. That is Kp into G of s. So whenever the overall gain of the system is increased, in this case, the steady state error of the system will be reduced. The steady state error will be reduced. So I will explain how the steady state will be reduced with the help of some example. So thank you. In the next video, we will discuss the proportional controller effect in second order control system.